Not too long ago, I had a date night.
Ooh, date night.
So I open up my closet like we do, and I hated everything inside. I dashed over to the local boutique shop close to my home, and as I walk in, the sales girl pops up from behind the counter with a "Welcome, how can I help you?" To which I reflex replied, "Oh, I'm just looking." But I wasn't. I wasn't just looking. I was there on a mission to look hot that night. But I had to laugh because that poor sales girl had just fallen victim to the universal buyer cover story. I'm just looking. And if you're in sales, that's a line you hear all the time. I'm Beth Berry with Shore Consulting, and today on our 5-minute sales training, we're going to flip that dreaded just looking into a springboard for an amazing sales conversation. Let's be honest. As a sales professional, it can be really discouraging to feel like you're talking to a non-urgent buyer. The buyer says, "I'm just looking," and your shoulders drop, your energy deflates, and your momentum just dies. But we need to remember, just looking does not necessarily mean not serious. Busy people don't drive to sales offices just for fun. If they've shown up, it's because there's something in their life or in their home that isn't working for them, and they're hoping that they might find something better. So why do buyers fall back on the just looking? It usually comes down to one of two things: reflex or defense. First, reflex. Just like in my story, a customer will enter a store and blurt it out without even thinking. If a sales pro's greeting is just like every other sales pro, "How can I help you?" then you're going to trigger the same reflex response. "I'm just looking." Switch up that opening question, switch up your opening answer. The second is defense. Buyers do not like to feel pressured, so they throw up a shield. Just looking is their way of saying,
"So, I don't know if I can trust you."
and that's the real heart of it. Just looking is a trust issue, not a buyer issue. So what do we do with this? We reframe success. Your job in those first few minutes is not to sell a home. Your job is to find out why they came in today. Here's the truth. Just looking almost always means I'm curious if this could be better than what I have currently. If you can lower their defenses, then you can open up discovery. Here's how you do it. 3 quick steps. Step 1, engage emotionally. When you hear just looking, do not let those shoulders slump. Keep your tone upbeat, smile, thank them for stopping by, and reassure them they've come to a great place. Simple emotional engagement can completely disarm that defensive energy. Step 2, offer service. Define your role. Buyers value transparency, and they can relax when they understand your role in this process. So be clear and transparent. Say something like, My job is to make this as easy and fun as possible for you today. Or my role is to get you all of the info possible so you know if this is a good decision for you and your family. Or simply, I am here to help. Notice how each version lowers tension. It positions you as their partner, not a pushy salesperson. Step 3, ask permission to discover. Now that you've got the energy right, invite them to open up. Would it be okay if I asked you a couple of quick questions just to get you started in the right direction? Asking this simple question turns just looking into a conversation. So let's string it all together. Customer says, "We're just looking." And you say, "Great, we've got some beautiful homes for you to see, and I really appreciate you making the time to stop by. My role is to make this as easy and fun as possible for you today. Would it be okay if I asked you a couple of quick questions just to get you started in the right direction?" That's it. In less than 15 seconds, you're back on track. Now, here's your challenge. At your desk, practice this 3-step sequence out loud. Engage emotionally, offer service, ask permission. Run through that progression in your own words at least 5 times until it starts to feel and sound natural. And try swapping out your own service line. Define your role in a way that feels authentic to you. The goal is to be your authentic self, so that means use your words, not necessarily mine. Last, practice this technique until you can deliver it in 15 seconds or less. That way, it stays crisp and confident. A 15-second technique repeated 5 to 10 times? Well, that's less than 10 minutes of practice, and that's all it's going to take to change how you respond in those first critical moments of the sales conversation. Because that just looking reflex answer, that's not the end of the conversation, it's just the beginning. Build trust, uncover the reason that they're there, and guide them forward confidently. Now go practice and keep shining.